The story of Amal and George Clooney seemed like something straight out of a fairy tale. A world-famous actor meets a brilliant human rights lawyer, two people from completely different walks of life. Yet, their love story quickly became one of Hollywood's most iconic, with their chemistry both undeniable and awe-inspiring. From their whirlwind romance in 2013 to their lavish wedding in Venice in 2014, Amal and George were the epitome of power, elegance, and global influence. But what happens when the fairy tale takes a tragic turn? Rumors have been swirling for months, and recent reports are confirming that Amal and George are parting ways. How did we get here, and what's next for the famous couple? George Clooney, once known for his bachelor lifestyle, met Amal in 2013. At the time, she was an accomplished human rights lawyer known for her work with the United Nations and her high-profile cases. George, a successful actor and director, was known for his philanthropic efforts, but his personal life had often been a topic of tabloids, with relationships never lasting long. When George met Amal, it was a revelation. She was intelligent, strong, and fiercely independent, qualities that George admired and adored. They quickly fell in love, and in April 2014, George proposed to Amal with a ring that stunned the world. Their wedding in Venice in September of the same year was a star-studded affair, one that had people talking for months. They seemed to be the perfect match, two powerful, world-changing figures. In 2017, the couple was blessed with twins, a boy and a girl, Alexander and Ella. These little ones brought a new dimension to their lives and created even more magic around their already glamorous public image. Amal continued her humanitarian work while George balanced acting, directing, and his philanthropic ventures. To many, it seemed like they had it all. Despite their seemingly perfect life, cracks began to appear in the Clooney marriage as early as 2022. Reports of tension and differing priorities started to surface. Amal, as committed to her career as ever, was traveling frequently for work, often away from George and the twins. George, on the other hand, had slowed down his acting career to focus more on his family and his business ventures, particularly his tequila company. Amal's commitment to her work in the Middle East and her involvement in high-profile legal cases often kept her in the public eye. This meant a significant amount of time away from home. Meanwhile, George was attempting to step into the role of a full-time father, wanting to spend more time with their children. There were whispers that the couple's busy schedules were putting a strain on their relationship, but they continued to appear united at public events. In 2023, the cracks started to widen. George's friends began to report that the couple was growing distant, and despite their efforts to work through their issues, something just wasn't clicking anymore. Amal, it was said, was frustrated by George's reluctance to travel with her, while George was missing the more intimate family moments with their growing children. The duo was facing what many would consider a crossroads moment in their marriage. So, what exactly led to their heartbreaking split? According to sources close to the couple, the decision to part ways was mutual, but deeply painful. The constant balancing act between their global careers and family life proved to be more difficult than either of them could have imagined. While George had long been used to his free-spirited bachelor life, raising twins and sharing responsibilities with Amal's demanding job proved to be an even bigger challenge than anticipated. For Amal, her passion for human rights work took priority, and while George was supportive at first, it eventually became clear that they were leading separate lives. Amal's advocacy and work in the international arena often meant she was out of the country, and George felt that the emotional distance was starting to erode their bond. His friends have mentioned that while George cherished family life, the couple's differing priorities became a point of contention. What's clear is that despite their differences, there was no animosity in the split, just two people who had grown apart due to the pressures of their careers and family life. It's a classic case of two incredibly strong individuals whose personal goals and needs no longer aligned in a way that would allow them to stay together. As we move into 2024, both Amal and George are adjusting to their new lives. For George, this could mean a return to a more public life, with potential film projects in the pipeline. Amal, on the other hand, will continue her work as a human rights lawyer, with no signs of slowing down anytime soon. The couple's legacy, both as individuals and as a pair, will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact, especially in their fields. However, the real story is in how they navigate this new chapter as parents. Despite their split, Amal and George have always shown immense respect and affection for one another, and it's clear that their children will be the most important aspect of their relationship going forward. While their love story may have come to an end, the Clooney family will remain a force for good in the world, with Amal and George each continuing their missions of justice and philanthropy in their own ways. Well, there you have it, the heartbreaking story of Amal and George Clooney's split, and the future for their beautiful twins. We hope this story gave you some insight into what led to their decision and what the future might look like for them as co-parents. If you're as fascinated by celebrity stories as we are, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next big update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.